number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team shit.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Out. I can score.
On 1st and 10, Watson dancing to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Open man is QT, complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got caught.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Owasor, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. On On second down, here's Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Check 52. Get him.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They run with Harris. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
65. Watch out.
On first down, Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second and a couple, Dalton throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
Switch out. Jam.
They'll run with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down now, Benjamin. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Mixon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield here, Dalton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Steps up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Dalton, and he's going to go down again. DJ Reader, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and
again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now this throw caught left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Set. 19. Let's go. Check mark 45. Check mark 45. All day, every day, any day. 45 is the mark. You gonna get the court? That's the court. You think you gonna get this?
Throwing on third down. Watson flushed out right. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Geno Atkins, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know that.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final act of the first half, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Back to throw, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Take motion, 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 motion.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Watson on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Benjamin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a... Oh, no! Lost the football! Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things?
Tyler Eifert brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist bump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over first and 10. They're on the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dark. He's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Shoves him aside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back.